Chris Gamble, the starting corner for Carolina, not impressed with Randy Moss. We know from watching film on him, once you get him out of the game early, he's going to shut it down. I know everyone who plays against him, they can sense that. Bill Belichick, head coach of the Patriots, had a response today.
I have a lot of respect for Randy. I think he's one of our best players. I think if you watch other teams defend him and you watch other teams play against him, they think the same way. But other than these two guys from Carolina after they lost another game, I guess they don't think that way, but they haven't won a lot of games now. Stats are for losers. Final scores for winners. And that's really what it's about.
I don't even know how to ask a question. From your sense as a coach, watching Randy Moss, any truth at all to the Gamble?
Well, we looked at it closely after that comment, right? But, at times it's difficult if you really make a concerted effort to take away that one receiver. Heck, I had Jerry Rice Day, and T.O. caught 20 passes because they doubled Jerry all day, and that Randy gets that. But for Bill to defend the player, I like that because Bill doesn't, go out on a limb for an individual very often. But Chris Gamble, I thought, was out of line. He was out of line, and Randy Moss did some other things besides catch passes in that game. He's got to block. He's got to run good routes. Watch him block right here on the college screen. He's got to just shield this guy so Wes can get up inside and make 10 yards, no problem. And up on top, the bubble screen, you're asking a guy to block a hard corner, all right, that's rolled up, and he just owns him, all right? First down, Wes Welker. So if you're not catching passes, you got to be doing something else. You have to be running good routes and stay in the progression alive or block, and Randy Moss did do that.
How about Bill referring to these two players, these two guys?
No names.
No names involved.
No
but it's
names.
just, we've lined up against Randy for many years as a coach, and I've never seen that. Shoot, if he's been shutting it down, just think of how good he'd be.
Oh, jeez. Only one guy has more touchdowns.
It's
Jerry.
just unfortunate, but Bill did.
Right.
Yeah, Bill did a great job here defending his player, which is what you do. And he's a terrific player. He's a Hall of Fame player, etc. So it was just uncalled for.
Well, Randy was part of the late four getting to practice earlier this week, last week, and got sent home by Bill Belichick. But the only one who spoke out was Adelius Thomas. Adelius Thomas was also a healthy scratch this week. I'm not sure there's any coincidence there. Have you had to deal with players like this in the past, Coach, or what have you done?
Well, I think anytime a player takes himself and puts him outside the team, as he has done, then I think you do take those kind of actions. You've got to remove him from that locker room, from the sideline, basically, keep him away from what you're trying to accomplish as a football team. It's 11 guys out there now, 10 plus 1. And
you've had to cut people before,
I've
at practice.
Cut a second rounder, Jacoby Shepard. He missed. It was a chronic thing, and he was a special teams player of the month, actually. And we were going to give him an award. I'm standing in front of there on Monday morning ready to give him the award, and he's late. He's just coming through the door and pick up your stuff. You're out of here. It's just not what we're about.
You said it was a chronic thing, so then that's the key, too, because coaches, players, people in general will be late at times, whatever traffic jam or whatever that is, to call, be responsible. Hey, I'm going to be hung up a little bit. But this history with Adelius Thomas has gone back. He's been a healthy scratch before.
Yeah,
so there was something else to it, plus the comments that he made to the media. That was enough for Bill.
He's declared. He is declared. He is outside that football team, and they're done everything they can to try and teach him what we're about. He's not taking it. He hasn't accepted it. There's no contrition on his part at all. Move on.